Hello YouTube, welcome to my first Airsoft gun review. ASG was so nice to send me one of their M40A5 manufactured by VFC with a bunch of accessories like the scope, this fancy rail system here, the hairstyle bipod and the silencer in front. So let's start with the first impression and in general the quality of the externals. So here in the back we got a rubberized backplate to give you more comfort while shooting. It's adjustable with these 4 spacers, so you can adjust it to the length of your arms. Here in the back we also got an adjustable cheek rest. You can move it by losing these 2 screws. This is very handy because you can adjust it to the height of your scope. When you lean into your scope you're already perfectly aligned and you don't have to search for your crosshairs. This whole cheek rest is made out of about 3mm thick metal, so it's not going anywhere, it will not break. It's really massive and it's mounted into this aluminium block right here into the stock. The manufacturer did a great job. This is really high quality. Here we got the almost 90-degree vertical grip with this texture. You are in control of your sniper rifle, it feels really great. The M40A5 comes with 6 sling attachment points, 1 on each side on the back, 1 here, and in the front it's pretty much the same, 1 on each side and 1 here. This is a really nice feature because most sniper rifles have their sling attachments here and they fall very awkward when you drop them into the sling, but with the sling attachments here on the sides it will hang very naturally down like this. Here in the front we got an attachment point for bipods, but this is it's not a Picatinny rail, it's a kind of fancy system. It looks like the sling mount of most M700 style sniper rifles. The bipod attached with these 2 clamps into the hole of the sling attachment point. So the stock of this rifle, it's really impressive. It's all over made out of this about 4 or 5mm thick plastic, so it doesn't bend. You will not break the stock. Let's talk about the barrel, receiver, bulge and trigger assembly. Here the manufacturer used a very soft and cheap metal, and that's for the parts like the receiver, the bolt handle and the trigger guard. That's no problem because they made it very thick, so even if it's cheap metal it will not break. But the outer barrel is made of a very thin pipe out of soft metal. I tried to bend it with pliers and it was very easy, so if you accidentally fall with this rifle and you fall onto this barrel with your whole body weight, it may bend. It's like the weakest point of this rifle I've seen so far. Let's talk about the handling of the M40A5. As you might expect it, this thing is really heavy. Without all accessories it has 3.4 kilograms, and with all this additional stuff on it's maybe 5.5 up to 6 kilograms. But since they put a lot of weight into the back of the stock, it's still very well balanced. The bolt pull of the M40A5 is actually very easy. It comes with 430 FPS, but it's still very light and smooth to cock, as you can see. Also the trigger pull, it's really light, it feels really good. Here they did a great job. What I don't like about this rifle is the mag release. As you can see here, this little knob, you have to press it upwards and the mag falls out. It's a very tiny mag, it holds about 20 rounds, which is really impressive for a small magazine like this. But still, this whole magwell design, I don't like it at all. It's very tricky. So if you want to insert the mag, you have to hold the rifle like this, so the magazine falls into the rifle. Then you can close this metal door and it clicks right into place. But if you want to reload it in this position, it's just not possible, because you insert the magazine out again. So this design is kind of weird. I don't like it. I don't really like that they put the magazine into the back of the rifle, even if it's more realistic. But a spring-powered bolt-action sniper rifle needs the BB in the front, about here and not here in the back. So they need to design this fancy feeding system, and in most cases it just doesn't really work. It's making problems, it's causing feeding issues. It's not the best solution. I prefer the magazines to be here in front. What I also don't like about this rifle is the place of the hop-up adjuster. It's on the bottom. You can adjust the hop-up by turning, and I think when you're crawling above the ground, it can happen that you move this wheel by accident. So your hop-up isn't adjusted anymore. Let's talk a little about the accessories. ASG also sent me the scopes made by Strike System. The scope comes with adjustable zoom from 3.4 up to 10. Also, the scope is adjustable without any tools, and you also don't have to remove any dirt caps and stuff like this. This is really handy. You can adjust it with your hands or even with gloves. What's also very nice about the scope, if you're wearing glasses but you're not wearing them while playing, you can adjust the scope to your eye here in the back. The scope comes with an illuminated crosshair with 6 levels of intensity in green and 6 levels in red. ASG also sent me this additional rail space here in front, which makes your M40A3 look like an M40A5. Actually, there's no real purpose for this thing in Airsoft, but it just adds to the whole look of the rifle and of course to the weight of the rifle. Here in the front we got the silencer. The build quality is very nice, but actually it's just a fake silencer. It's just a smaller pipe and a bigger pipe. There's no foam in it, so it will not silence your shots. The spring-loaded Harry style bipod they sent me, the quality is very good. You can extend the small legs by just touching this little button here. What I really like about this bipod is that you can still move your rifle. That's very important because in the environment you're playing you will not always have a perfectly flat table like this one. So that's it about the first impressions and the externals. Let's go outside and see how accurate this thing shoots.